his head with an air of comical uneasiness, or rather with an air that would have been very comical if he had been a dwarf or an ordinary-sized man. He winked, too, and though it could not be doubted for a moment that he winked to himself, still he certainly cocked his enormous eye towards the gallery where the listener was concealed. Nor was this all, for he gaped, and when he gaped, Joe was horribly reminded of the popular prejudice on the subject of giants, and their fabled power of smelling out Englishmen, however closely concealed. His alarm was such that he nearly swooned, and it was some little time before his power of sight or hearing was restored. When he recovered, he found that the elder giant was pressing the younger to commence the chronicles, and that the latter was endeavoring to excuse himself on the ground that the night was far spent, and it would be better to wait until the next. Well assured by this that he was certainly about to begin directly, the listener collected his faculties by a great effort, and distinctly heard Magog express himself to the following effect. And now comes the next story.
So now Magog's going to tell a story.
Now he's finally going to tell the story.
Here's the shaggy dog.
All that was just
Prelude.
a bunch of posturing.
Dog and Magog.
Yeah, and then he tells the story, and then 6 more pages, and this whole story is over. And we go to the next part of Master Humphrey's Clock.
Master Humphrey's Clock. So we haven't met Master Humphrey yet.
He opened it. He
Oh.
was the one that said, like, I'm an old man, I live alone, everybody
Oh.
was scared of me. And then he reveals at the end that he was deformed and
Oh.
born crippled.
Huh.
And then he has the table with 6 chairs, and he has a meeting once a week. It starts at 10 and it ends at 2 in the morning. And the 4 of them get together and they tell stories from the clock. to each other.
From the clock.
There's like a bunch of rolled up little paper. They put a story in the clock and
Okay,
then they
got
draw
it.
one out and read it to each other.
Oh, that's cute.
And they leave 2 other chairs open.
Just in case somebody wants to
Yeah.
come.
And then later on in the book, Mr. Pickwick and Sam Weller are going to come visit.
Oh, Sam Beller.